Because right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Fan Cave. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. 7 nights a week. We're here talking with you at 412-575-2600. That's the number of the Bordas and Bordas hotline. And training camp will now begin in earnest tomorrow. They had a run test today in Latrobe. Tomorrow, the first full practice open to the public, and expectations for a lot of different positions for the team in general up in the air right now. So we'd like to hear from you tonight. Call us on that Bordas and Bordas hotline. Andrew Fillipponi of 93.7 The Fan, the PM team, is here tonight. Pony, what's been going on? I haven't seen you in a while. How's everything?
Bob, it's so funny. I ran in, you never know, Pittsburgh's such a big city but a small town. I ran into Mike Pitterick tonight. He's one of the biggest boosters in Point Park history. He just donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Point Park, and he said, make sure you let the biggest alumnus in the history of the school know tonight how thankful I am of his contributions and the way that he's put Point Park on a pedestal for all these years. So that was my obligation tonight. I fulfilled my duty. But I just want to let you know, in the Point Park circles, you are the face of the school. Well, you are very much like Dan Marino or Aaron Donald to Pitt. You know, you're one of those guys for that school. You've put it on the map, and a lot of their people that support that university are so grateful that you can be their most famous alumnus. So,
well, I'm not. There's a lot of others.
Listen,
I just did my part. I love going there. I went to Penn State for a couple of years, and it was too much other stuff going on there. So transferring was a good thing for me. I went there, and it gave me an opportunity to do this, Andrew. So I'm forever thankful, and I've always tried to help them out, whatever it may be. Just like you did at Syracuse, you know. I mean, you're a legend up there. So let's talk about what's gone on now. So it's all begun, and I know there's going to be a lot of debate about quarterbacks, which will continue. Mike Tomlin doubled down today on the 1-2-3, which is Trubisky, Rudolph, and Pickett, although he said, I'm not going to micromanage it, is the word he used. He said it's not going to be throw to throw, game to game, whatever the case may be. So I think it is pretty much a legitimate competition, although I do think Trubisky has the pole right now. What do you think at the end of this, when they start games, the order will be?
I think Pickett will start the first game against Cincinnati. And I think Mike Tomlin slow played it. He tried to disguise how he felt about the draft. He made everybody think Malik Willis was going to be the Steelers' quarterback, that was going to be the pick at 20, and they ended up with Pickett. I think that he's been very good with his poker face, how much he loves Pickett and how much he believes that Pickett is the right man for the job. And I think this is another example of that. Look, I agree with him. I don't think they're going to make rash decisions based on one bad day of practice. I don't think if Trubisky threw 2 interceptions, that would mean that Rudolph or Pickett would be the starting quarterback or would take first-team reps the next day. I think it'll boil down to how they perform when you're calling the games, Bob, in the preseason. And I believe in those situations, Kenny Pickett will outplay Mitch Trubisky and will ultimately be the Steelers' starting quarterback when things start week 1. What I don't like is this idea that if Trubisky gets the job, he's just the stopgap. He's just a placeholder. And if he has a bad game or two, well, then Pickett's their starting quarterback. I don't think Tomlin likes that. I don't think he likes the idea that there's such a quick trigger or short leash on a quarterback. And that's why, if it's close, I think he'll go with Pickett as his starting quarterback week 1 and give the guy the entire season to learn on the fly, Bob.
Yeah, and I think we saw that last year in the running back department with Najee Harris. You know, a rookie came right in, believed in him, went after him, although he needs some help. And today they did bring in somebody else in Jeremy McNichols. We still don't have anything new on Cleveland with regard to Watson. We have news about Jimmy Garoppolo. We'll talk about that and get your phone calls here. We're just getting started. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Along with Andrew Fillipponi, I'm Bob Pompeani. We'll be back with more of your calls next right here on Pittsburgh's 7 The Fan.